Hello and welcome to Brass DTV. And this episode of Brass vs. Skyrim is going to be approximately 18 minutes and 21 seconds long because it's going to be playing at over 3 times normal speed. Why, you may ask? It's because the original video was in excess of 2 hours. In fact, it was almost 2 hours and 40 minutes long, or something of that magnitude. Now, part of the reason it was is because I was playing on legendary difficulty as a level 1. Every time I got hit, I got killed. And a fun little game we can play is to see how many times I actually die during the span of this video. It was a lot. Now, in order to fit this entire long-ass video into a space that would make sense, instead of just cutting it out like I was tempted to just completely remove this section of the series because of how long it took me to actually get up to the top of Skyrim, or however you pronounce that. I played with some ideas. I decided that I might as well just play the entire thing so that, you know, you have some continuity going, and just compress it into a shorter time frame with the video editing software that I have on my laptop, which allows me to play things at a much higher speed than actually occurred. Right now, I'm playing with the ideas of doing a Brass versus Fallout New Vegas, which should be fun. I use all the tricks I know to get through the main quest line of Fallout New Vegas. Last time I played with the idea of doing a Fallout New Vegas series, I ended up doing a practice run on the initial quest where you have to find the guy who shot you in the head and deal with him accordingly. It took me under 15 minutes. It took me about 45 minutes because I know the back ways. Since then, I've learned some tricks to get my levels up early in the game, and have been thinking about different ways that I could edit it together to where it looked cool. I'm also playing with the idea of accepting recommendations for opponents for my level 1 character, and possibly the higher level characters that I have, but I haven't really been using since I started the series, because between work and sleeping, I don't really have a lot of free time. I probably should have considered this more of an update video than an actual Brass vs. Skyrim video, because I don't really do much fighting in this. Well, I do some fighting, namely this dragon right here. Most of it's dying, but I'm pretty much using this as an update to throw some ideas. I am planning on doing, I think in the next few weeks, doing the vampire werewolf hybrid video, showing how to do that. I've become one of those. I'm struggling with ideas for new videos because I've pretty much done everything that's really interesting. I might throw some basic quest videos in line just to show how to do them without issue. Maybe one on the Crimson Nern route in Blackreach, because that seems to be one of the more difficult quests to do. Not so much because it's difficult to, manage it. It's just they're hard to find. Blackreach can be kind of confusing if you aren't used to it. And I've done it enough times that it shouldn't be too hard to do a video that shows basic locations as to where to find them. Let's see, what else do we got? The Crimson Runner's been a big thing. The vampire werewolf hybrid has been a big thing recently. Alchemy. I've already done as many videos as I could think of on alchemy. It's not like it's rocket science. More like cooking class. Maybe I should do cooking videos. Give, tips and tricks on how to cook stuff. Of course, I'd have to have a house with a kitchen, or an apartment with a kitchen. Considering I work... Yeah, I work a lot. I don't get paid very much. It's a shame. Yeah. I could do tips and tricks on other things other than Skyrim. That would be a miracle. He actually knows something other than Skyrim. I actually do. Let's see. And part of the reason I do these videos is to show people how to do it themselves. And, maybe inspire someone to come up with a decent strategy on how to deal with things. Maybe, who knows, maybe someone will come up with a way that I haven't thought of to use the game to their advantage. I probably could have had this video up a lot sooner if I hadn't been so distracted with sleeping and watching Adult Swim. I'm a big fan of Robot Chicken. Yeah, I'm a subscriber to Seth Green's Facebook. I like him. I like the Robot Chicken series. They've done some really cool things with popular icons from my childhood. Now, what I do wish is I wish Futurama was on Adult Swim. Because if you had Robot Chicken, Family Guy, American Dad, and Futurama, Robot Chicken, American Dad, Family Guy. Now, those are four of the more popular series that I've seen on Comedy Central and Cartoon Network's Adult Swim. And yeah, there's some stuff on Adult Swim that I just can't stand, like the usually it's the live action stuff. It gets kind of boring. It's like, I've seen all these people act before, they're not that good. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Robot Chicken. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of Robot Chicken because, well, it makes me laugh. I've been recently introduced to the anime Fairy Tail, the anime Attack on Titan, which they have decent character development. Let's see, what was the other one? Fairy Tail, Attack on Titan. Oh, Soul Eater, the anime. Decent character development on Fairy Tail and Attack on Titan. Soul Eater's kind of... There's not a lot of... It's predictable. It doesn't really feel like there's a lot of thought put into it. Okay. What can you do? Not everything can be as awesome as Attack on Titan. Let's see. I've also been playing with the idea of doing some live action videos. I'm thinking something along the tips and tricks for everyday use. The life hacks that some channels do. Only I don't know if I'm gonna take a giant a 5-pound gummy bear and soak it in vodka, which has been one that I've seen. I think he was called the Crazy Russian in his life hacks. Some of his stuff is pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, this series is pretty much over. I just have to do one more episode after this one, and then it'll be whatever I can get recommendations for. As you can see, my controller crapped that on me for a few seconds there. Let's see. Yeah, after I defeat Alduin, I'll be taking suggestions and requests for me to fight. Now, I will not be able to do the Ebony Warrior battle as a level 1 because he's not available until you're level 81, according to my information. Things like Mirak, I don't think it'd be possible for me to actually make it to Mirak, or the tentacle dragonborn, whatever you want to call him. Mainly because it's really hard to get to that point in the quest line without dying. I should be able to do the giant frost troll phantom thing. I can't pronounce its name. It's in Solstein. The one that casts Blizzard constantly. So there's a lot of things I could fight or clear. If there's a quest you're needing help on and you want to see how to do it before you actually try it, you can post a comment, and I usually will make a note of it and shoot a video for it. The area where there's spiders. Spiders are bad. Although the frostbite spider poison is really useful whenever you're low level, especially when you're dealing with bandits or something that's heavy in numbers but light in armor. Things without a lot of magical resistance or poison resistance. Let's see. New videos. Probably do tips and tricks on another game pretty easily. Skyrim has actually increased the number of people who are interested in Elder Scrolls Oblivion, which I thought was surprising because it's like it's revitalized the whole, it's made people more interested in the more retro games related to the Elder Scrolls so that they can learn about the stuff that led up to this point. I played Elder Scrolls Oblivion for 6 years. About a month after it came out, I started playing it. And I played it for, almost 6 years until this came out. I'm pretty sure I know every trick there is for Oblivion. I mean, there's some that I don't think about because they cause the game to glitch. I'm not very good at Morrowind. Even though the first Elder Scrolls game I ever played was Morrowind, I never beat it. I never completed it because I got caught up into making mods. And I made a couple of non-playable character mods that I shared with other gamers I met. That's my cue because this video is coming close to being over, so it dropped down to 3 times normal speed from 9 times. But I actually got caught into the making voices for mods. At one point in time, I had a psionic vampire character that was a mod that you could download. Or actually, you people would contact me directly to get it. And I would send them the file. I had a vampire character who he would buy and sell stuff, and he bought collectible coins. That part of the mod would put coins everywhere that they have no real value unless you give it to him, and he would be like, "Do you have coins for me? Good. I'll show you what I have to buy." And he'd have like daggers and stuff that are specially enchanted that are unique to him. He'd have amulets that are unique to him, and the more coins you had, the more stuff you could get. It was also pretty, there was a way to make him a follower, but you had to have a certain item in your inventory. You had to have a necklace, and I had help doing the scripting for the necklace because I can't do scripting to save myself. I suck at making mods other than providing voice talent and creating concepts. So yeah, I did do some modding for Morrowind, but by the time I got into, by the time Oblivion came out, my computer had crashed and the hard drive had been unsavable, so I quit doing that. But someday, who knows? Maybe perhaps someday I will provide the voice for some character somewhere who will die of horrible death by being crushed by a hippopotamus. I don't know. Oh well. Now, one of the things that were mentioned to me when I was talking about getting through this portion, word for Stone Call, which actually saved my life. Part of one of the conversation I was having about this part of the series with some of the other gamers that are on Facebook was that running up and grabbing the staff before he closed the gate, before he picked it up. And I knew for a fact I wouldn't be able to get to it without dying, because as you can see, I'm a little close to it. I just died right there. So I had to kill him with Storm Shout, or Storm Call, as you'll probably see in the next video. So we'll continue in the next episode, and we'll go to Sovngarde. This is Brass for Brass TV saying peace, rock, and pizza. Lots of pizza.